Hey guys, Anthony here. It is Wednesday, December 27th, 2017, and we are going to do an unboxing of my new Kni-Co wood stove that you see here. I went ahead and took all the paper and wrappings off of it. I set it up once already just so I knew how to do it, and now we're going to set it up and do a burn test with it. Okay, we'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the Kni-Co, I believe this is the Packer stove. That's the size. There's a Packer, there's a Trekker, there's an Alaskan Junior. I think there's another one as well. I got the one with the add-on water tank. That's right here. I went ahead and put that faucet on. And I went ahead and put the damper in the first piece of piping that comes with it. So this also comes out and the piping all goes into each other, but that's the first pipe that goes onto the stove. And then inside the stove you just open the door here and you've got the rest of the piping here, the additional shelf that I bought, and then the spark arresters back there in the back. You probably can't see it. So I'm going to pull that out, open up these legs that come out here. We'll set it up, pull the piping out, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, there's a shot of the inside of this particular stove, and it's just over, it's about 9.5 inside by about 20.5 inches interior measurements, and I'll put all the specs to it in the description box. I just have the legs folded out there. There's the side shelf, there's the piping, there's the water box, and here is the spark arrestor piece that goes on the top of the chimney. And the first piece with the damper is already in place. So I'm just going to level this out a little bit and set it up, and we'll show you how we do that. So they tell you in the directions to put some type of sand or dirt inside the firebox area. Well, I don't have any right now, and they do make an insert, a false bottom insert, which they didn't offer, but I saw it online. I just haven't ordered it yet, but I think that I'll be able to, I'm not going to make a huge fire in here, but I think I'll be able to make a fire in here just to get this stove going and test it out and burn off all the coatings on it. I don't think there'll be a problem. So let me put the piping together and we'll get it started. Okay, as you can see, there is 4 sections there that go into one another, plus the little piece that's already on the stove where the damper is, and then your top piece, which is the spark arrestor. And then what you'll do is you'll stack those together. They fit together and it builds the chimney. I went ahead and put the side shelf on, which I'll give you a close-up view on. I put the water tank on, which I'm not going to use today, but I just showed you what it looks like when it's on. So your shelf, there's 2 little pieces here on the stove itself, and then your shelf just hooks on. Same thing with the water tank. You've got a lid here that you could put snow in or water, so you can melt snow or put fresh water, which it'll keep it hot. And then you access your water right here with the nozzle, and then exactly the same way this comes off here, and it just clamps onto the side of the stove. So we'll put the water tank aside, so we're not going to use that. And here's the pieces of stove piping. Again, they're different diameters, and they're crimped at the bottom so they go together. Starting with the first one, which has the damper in it. And we'll get those on, and then we'll start our fire. I have some wood here, some smaller wood, and we'll get this going, and we'll see how it works. Okay, you can see that I have the pipes laid out in order in which they're going to stack into one another. So I'm going to go ahead and fit those together, and then I put the spark arrestor in the top one already, so I don't have to reach up and do that. All right. First one. Second. Okay, give you a view of that. See it here and here. So I'd say that's a good 8-10 feet high. Haven't measured it, but that's what it looks like. Now we'll get some wood in there, and we'll get it ready to do the burn test. Alright guys, I'm just using a piece of this all-weather tinder cube that's in there. I've got a couple small sticks done up, and I'm just going to use my Bic lighter that's in my Exotac case to light it. Guys, you can see the top of the stove there. You can see the finish burning off. It comes with a almost like a grease on it, like a protective coating. You can see that. I guess that's burning off. We'll see how much smoke that makes. Hopefully they won't smoke us out of the neighborhood here. There you go, guys. An inside look. Again, you can see the let's see how it is with the door shut. Got your little air intakes here. See some of the smoke coming out the top. It is coming out. Get a little walk around here. again, that top surface gets hot enough to cook on, so if I keep this going a little bit, I'll get some water on the boil there and see how it works. Here we go. Now you can see some of the smoke coming out the top. Alright guys, I just took out my GSI Catalyst and I'm going to put it on top here. That's about half filled with water. So we'll see how that goes. Back here where it's hottest. Guys, this thing is amazing. Amazing stove. Throws off a lot of heat. This thing's going to be a lifesaver in a cold weather environment as far as heating a winter tent or just having it out like this. Being able to have a fire inside of it and cook on it. Just indispensable item, survival item. In cold climate, man. I mean, it doesn't even have to be in a cold climate. It's just amazing. Really put together well. We'll check our water. I put the water on at 439. I don't know how long stuff takes to cook on this, but that water's almost done. And it is, let me check the time, 4:42. I put it on at 4:39, so I mean a few minutes I'm getting water close to boiling. Guys, a better shot here. Here's your water. Man, this thing throws off some heat. And using the shelf too, make sure there's, I guess you don't put plastic utensils on there because that shelf does heat up as well. That's a little hot. Door handle's cool to the touch. We'll shut it right there. And there you can see the smoke coming out of the chimney. And my tea. We got some Twinings English breakfast tea, my guys. My friends. I'll take that off. Oh wow, look at that. Amazing. Put the tea kettle off to the side there. And we'll open the door and see what our fire looks like. But I tell you what guys, I'm standing right out alongside this and you could feel the heat radiating off of it. Keep warm by the fire. If this was at your campsite. If you go RVing, especially in the winter, you could set this up outside, sit out at night. They're a real nice addition. A lot of fun. And again, with this next video I do, I'll hook some water. I'll put some water in here and see how that works. In fact, maybe I'll do so now just to see how it works. Hey guys, I did fill it about halfway with water, but the way the stove is sitting in my yard, it's partially on the concrete and then on the grass there. When I put the water on, the weight tilts the stove and I don't want this thing tipping over. So again, before you put this stove or this water container on with water in it, make sure this thing is leveled off and it's not going to tip over, because your smokestack can tip over and then you're in trouble. Let's see, our tea's been brewing for about 4 minutes. That's ready. Alright guys, I'm going to put some more wood in now, but so far I am very, really impressed by this stove, guys. Really impressed. I'm sitting out here. It's pretty cold. I mean, it's not super cold. Tonight, tomorrow, we're looking by Friday at it getting down to 15 degrees down here. So I'm definitely going to crank the stove up when it's that cold, just to see how everything works. But excellent. Just put another log in. Shut the door. Again. Frying pan, pot, coffee. Yeah, you can feel the heat coming off of it. I put a log closer to the front area here, so I get some of this to burn off. I want to make sure with this initial burn, but I think I'm definitely going to get a false bottom insert that goes in there. I'm going to send away for that, I think this week, and I think it's about 50 bucks. That way I don't have to worry about putting dirt or sand in the bottom before I start a fire in this. But for today's video, I just figured I'd make at least one fire in it to get it going. And there's heat, guys. I can't even keep my hand at this level. So imagine this thing inside of a hot tent, a winter tent. And it was really cold out, you guys, you're looking at a warm night sleep. Actually, you can get it too hot. And you don't need a lot of wood either. There's not a lot of wood in there. There's only a few pieces of wood in there. Really neat.